Hi everyone, welcome to the Smash That Small Paper Pad Collab 2020. This is our second month doing this. It's February, so this should be aired on February 25th. And recall that last month I had smashed my small paper pad. In fact, I ended up smashing two. One was a partial. But anyway, I had to pick a new one. So this is what I picked, and it starts with 96 sheets. It's a K&Co. Pretty sure I either got this at Joann's or Tuesday Morning. Doesn't have a Tuesday Morning sticker, so I'm not sure. I'll just quickly go through. I can't remember if I did this for you or not. There's actually, is it 8 each of 12 designs or 12 each of, it's 8 each of 12 designs. So there's a lot of paper, but it's a lot of the same papers, if you know what I mean. And there's still 79 left in here because I only was able to use 17 of them. Now, a lot of 6x6 paper pads and things are like 24 sheets or 32 sheets. So I think I'm doing pretty well considering there was 96 in here. So I did not do cards this time. Let me show you what I made. I made two of them, but I'll show you one at a time. I made two accordion books. Accordion journals. I don't know what they're called. Accordion flip journals or something like that. I don't know if I'd call it a journal. Whatever this thing is called, it's an accordion. This is the front cover. So let me just open it. Well, I'll do it a little at a time. So this doesn't have anything too bulky other than I did use, oh, I should show you that stuff first too. On the first one, I used some stickers out of, let me think here. I think this was actually from this sticker pack from Tuesday Morning. I think that's the only one I used from that pack. And then I used a few things from this, but most of them are in the second one. So I used a lot of these in both of them. Little birdie flowers. I really like this neutral color, and I don't know where I got these. And then in the second one, not in the first one, I had these Tim Holtz botanical layers. I'm pretty sure I got those from Jen Ever's Crafty Garage sale a couple times ago. And I did use in both of them these Tim Holtz clipping stickers from Ideology. They're like the vintage kind of looking stickers. There's 4 sheets in here. And mostly I used, oh, and in the second one, not in the first one, I used some of these. Now see here, why do I do this? I use some of these Martha Stewart adhesive border things, but I have 2. I don't know why I do that. There's no way I need to. Anyway. And I used a stamp, 2 stamps. This one, Today is a Gift, Enjoy It. That is in the second. I think they're both used in the second book. And Hello, My Friend. These are Stampendous new release for this year. Yeah, 2019 it says, but From My Heart it's called. And I think that's mostly everything. And some ribbons, which I'll show you as I get there. This one right here is Stampin' Up's scalloped lace trim, 3/8 inch. Berry vanilla. I did use some berry vanilla stuff. And let me just show on here. This is one of the stickers from that blue pack by, I don't remember already. See, this is bad. By Artsy. It was in here. It's like a clear butterfly sticker. And then I used in this book in 2 different places, I used platinum stickles and turquoise stickles, and in the second one I think I used turquoise, only a little bit of, and then I used the platinum around here and just put some dots around to add a little bling here and there. Okay, so then we open it this way. Platinum around here on this side pocket. This was an extra piece of leftover paper. I put this Michael's trim, one of my favorite wide ones. I had this little piece left from something else I used. And then this, oh, this sticker comes from, I have two of these also. These, I don't know, a Paper House. Oh, I didn't even know there was another side. Oops. Paper House stickers. It doesn't have a name on it that I can see. So I used several there, but this one, Let the Earth Be Glad, was one of them. And then I put two of those little flowers on that I showed you already. And then this is another cut apart from the paper. I mean, leftover papers. And I just corner rounded them with it's actually a Fisker's corner rounder, and I rounded these corners too. And this is another sticker out of that same pack, as is the little chipmunk and this yellow butterfly. This came out of the this pack of stickers right here. And then this was a scrap of paper, and I just folded it in half. It was a long scrap, and then I scored it so that you can just bend it open like that, because otherwise the little twine will come off. This is Stampin' Up's linen thread, actually, and I thought that was pretty with the nature. And then I did use one of those Tim Holtz sentiments that says their dwellings, meaning the animals and stuff, obviously. And this butterfly came out of, I believe that one was out of here too, out of Firefly. This is Dollar Tree trim, which I used several times, so I won't show it to you again, but my favorite Dollar Tree trim, and it looks like that. And you get, what, 3 yards for $1. Not bad. And then it goes like this, and I have a belly band, and this, I like this because it said every day is a good day to be something or other, but every day is a good day. Every day contains. Here's another piece of that wide Michael's ribbon. So it is like a bottom pocket for this tag. And then these are American Crafts. I think at one point at Joann's I had bought a, I don't know what I did with them right now. I had bought a couple sheets of these, and I cut them apart. Can't find them. Sorry. Anyway, I cut them apart, and I liked that one, Celebrate Life, and I backed it on a scrap of, that looks like Sahara sand. I did, on many of the edges of things, I did use Distress Oxide Ranger's Vintage Photo. That's probably my favorite one of those. And I liked that it had the words down here, and then this is one of those flowers. This ribbon is Dollar Tree also, I think. Yeah, floral satin ribbon. Really like that brown. I don't use it that often, but when I do, I really like it. So yeah, that was Dollar Tree as well. And that just tucks in. And the belly band was made with the whole base. I should have said that first. The whole base of this is made out of soft suede, one piece of soft suede 12-inch cardstock. That's the starting point. And the rest, and that's from Stampin' Up. And the rest is from the K&Co, the designer papers from the K&Co. Over here we have another Tim Holtz word sticker, side by side, backed on soft suede. 2 little flowers again, or 3 little flowers, and the Dollar Tree trim. And then I just made this tiny little envelope because I had a little scrap left. And this one had words on it. It says, Small Miracle, More Vibrant, Small Miracle. And I just put that scrap on a piece of, Sahara sand. And then I punched a little hole in it and put it through, put some linen thread through it. So, but that can be written on also on the back. So that's that one. And then flip it over. This is actually the back of the book. So it says Made with Love, and I did put my little signature there. Forgot to do that on the other one. And here's a flower, and it says Before You Say Goodnight, because that's the end of the book. And then you flip it open, and it opens this way. So this is the B paper that's in the pad, and I made a tag with another one of those American Crafts cut aparts. Have a good day. Back is blank. I stapled this. Gold ribbon is Stampin' Up. It was from that Christmas Time Is Here suite. I don't know if that's still online or not. And a regular staple. And these are just scraps that could be used as journaling cards. This love sticker came out of that blue pack. This shiny blue is a decorative tape. I believe it's Dollar Tree also. It's kind of a thick tape, and I just put 3 flowers on because we had that pretty sticker on there as well. Then up here I just had a little corner piece, and I put turquoise stickles there. And these are just little journaling spots covering up that funky looking bug. It says a strange and wonderful place, because I think it's strange to have all these bugs on paper other than butterflies. Anyway, here was a scrap from the sunflower paper, and what I did is I fussy cut that narrow piece up around the flower, turned it into a second tuck spot on this tuck spot, and I did another one of those little journaling spots like that. And then this is a piece of the paper I turned into a tag, nothing on it, and this is the burlap ribbon from Stampin' Up. Yeah, it's just 5/8 inch wide burlap ribbon. And this is the platinum stickles down the edge of that, so you could tell it's a pocket. Then over here we have a piece of the sunflower paper again. I just put a flower in the center of it and put a fortunate find down here, and some of that Dollar Tree brown sparkly ribbon. It has a lot of sparkle on it because I thought you want somewhere to put pictures, I guess. And this one you can put pictures on too, and then right over here. Yeah. And then here we have a bottom pocket with this butterfly. It says, "And let it fly away." Dollar Tree trim, 2 flowers. These 2 pieces are out of that blue sticker pack. The border pieces here, they're foam stickers. See, they're dimensional. This ribbon here is Stampin' Up. It is Old Olive Pretty Peacock reversible ribbon, 3/8 inch wide, and I stapled it with my little stapler. It's a We Are Memory Keepers stapler. And I just love this piece that had this on. And here, I just went around that tag with Pretty Peacock Stampin' Up Stampin' Right marker to make it look like there was paper behind it, but there isn't. So that's what I did. It makes it look dimensional. Over here, I just have a corner tuck with a scrap and another flower and turquoise stickles. And I put "To Be Preserved" and a little flower. This butterfly was on the paper. It was a piece of paper I just had left, and I made it into a 3x3 little booklet, and then I put some copy paper in, which I did go over some of the edges with the Distress Oxide. I think I have 3 sheets, so 6 pages basically, for a little booklet that you can journal in. And then that is back to the front. So that's the first one. And then the second one, the paper pad has some blues in it. So this one I made more blue-green. I put some washi across, which is right here. I don't remember where I got it. It has birds on it sitting on a branch. But where the branch is, I put that lace trim from Stampin' Up, Very Vanilla, across. This is a Tim Holtz bird, and this is one of those border butterflies I cut off. This I stamped from that stamp set I showed you on Very Vanilla, and I stamped it with Daffodil Delight by Stampin' Up, and then this is a scrap of Daffodil Delight cut by a 1.5 inch circle, and this is the 1 3/8 inch scallop circle punch. Turquoise stickles, and then these came out of the blue sticker pack I showed you earlier. In here we have a belly band. This is on Daffodil Delight with a piece of the front paper. 2 little blue flowers from the pack. This was actually already made into a banner tag, except I used the new punch called the Label Me Fancy. I used this bar over here on the side to make the, I don't know if you can see that right there. Ooh, right there. To make the slot for the ribbon, but it actually is too wide for this little ribbon, and I just stapled it again. This was a Tim Holtz ephemera, and this is out of the Stampin' Up! Holiday Rhinestones in Coastal Cabana. Yes, Coastal Cabana. And that just slides under there. Over here, we just have a side pocket. It's actually this green paper. I used some washi that is butterflies, and I just put a little piece across here and here. This is another piece of Tim Holtz botanical ephemera, and then this is an extra piece of this paper, and I just rounded the corners and distressed it, and this is a scrap also. So, and then this is also out of the Tim Holtz Botanicals ephemera pack. Okay, here I used a yellow doily piece. On top of it I put a piece out of the Tim Holtz ephemera, I think. No, this bird came out of I don't know what I did to the one that's, oh, here it is. It came out of here, it's right here. But see, this is the second pack I have, and I used it there. Then I made a little envelope. It says The Little Things. It just has a little flower on. And then these are more scraps. And you know, the part of the paper that's up at the top, I left it on there. I just folded it over and made a little writing spot. And two of them are in here. Might get more stuff in there, but I'm pretty well out of scraps from this, what I used, 17 sheets. So these birds I just glued down like to about here. It actually goes down further, but not with an envelope. So I just tucked the envelope in there. This piece, I love this design on here, and it's like in a pretty peacock type color. So I made a pocket on top this green. I put the French vanilla, very vanilla lacy trim on from Stampin' Up, and up here it says These Daily, but I could have changed that to Days, These Days. And then it says Thinking of Earlier Days down here with a Tim Holtz sticker, which I might go around with Pretty Peacock again to accent, and just two pieces of the paper put in for journaling. And then over here I made a wide belly band because I didn't want to cut this butterfly up, and my other option would have been to fussy cut the butterfly, but I didn't know where to put it, so I left it as a wide belly band, just 3 flowers on. And I had this piece of leftover paper, so I just left it as is, but I put it on a backing of balmy blue to make it thicker for sliding in and out of here. And let's see, I have to trim that just a little more. It kind of got funny there at the edge. And then again I have this gold ribbon from that Christmas Time is Here sweet. And then here I put some blue washi on, which I also don't know. I think that came in a tube of one of the tubes of washi from probably Michael's, not positive. This is a piece of the Tim Holtz ephemera, as is this. And then this is from the paper as well, and I again backed it on balmy blue so it would be sturdier to go in here. And I just tucked that in. I didn't want to cover much of this paper up, so I just wanted a little something to write on there, and a picture could be put up here or something. And then here's the back. It's 3 of those banner butterflies. This was a cut apart with the butterfly already on it. This is out of the blue sticker pack, and I just put Be Happy, which again I might go around with Pretty Peacock to bring out those colors. So those are my 2 projects for this month. This one actually used 12 sheets of paper because some of the patterns, like here, I had to cut them. Like you can see, this was what was left on here. The paper's an odd size. It's 8 7/8 by 6 1/4 inches wide. and 8 7/8 high, but the patterns are vertical. So to cut them to go on these pages, which are 6 inches by 4 inches each, was a little tricky, and I ended up with lots of bits in the first one. And you need 12 mats for the pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like here, I didn't want to cut them a weird way and not get the whole pattern on. The bugs are in the middle of the paper, so I cut the edges off and then ended up using some of that for tags. The bees were pretty easy. This was in the middle of a paper. I can probably show you better than explaining it to you. Like here, see the trees, and let me see if I can find the one here. This one has, this writing ended up being at the bottom of a tag, but I had to cut either side off to get this part in the middle for a pocket. So I ended up with bits like this, and those became my little tuck-ins and things. And this was part of that too, somewhere on that paper. And so anyway, and like here came off that paper, but I ended up using 12 sheets for this one, and then using a lot, making a lot of tags and tuck-ins and a little envelope and things like that. One little envelope and this little book. Where's that little envelope? Let's see. There it is. So yeah, and bigger tags and stuff. So I used 12 there. I only ended up using 5 here because I actually cut this paper sideways, and I used, I think, 2 of these and 2 of these sheets. So that's 4. I must have miscounted. Maybe I used 18. I know I used at least 2 of these and 2 of these. 1 of these. So that's 5. And I think this is on the top of this. Yeah, it is. So 1 green. I think I used 6 for this one instead of 5. So I might have used 18. I must have miscounted. And then, oh, and then I used part of a butterfly. No, I used all the butterfly page. I used part of this one. Anyway, I want to see what's at the top of that one now, because that's bugging me. But I thought, sure, I counted that I have 79 left. I might have miscounted, because I know I pulled out 12 sheets to use on this one, and I had to cut them funny to get it. But maybe I only ended up using like 11 on this and 6 on this one or something, because this definitely is more than 5. Anyway, pretty sure I have 79 sheets left or something close to that. And that's all I had time for this month, so I'm sorry this video is so long. Please go check everyone else out in the collab. I hope you enjoyed what I made. Oh, and I was inspired by 2 things. First of all, Perfectly Imperfect Crafts Cat made me this. She made it out of a file folder, and she did it a little different in that the file folder cuts overlap in the center there to make this top pocket, which I was going to try and do, but I think I need a longer piece of paper to do that. I'm not sure. And hers is a little bit shorter, not much, but the same width. And then also I watched a video by, she just changed her name, Lyric Lover Crafts it is now. It used to be Lyric Lover 810, I think. But she had done one, and she used cardstock. So I followed the way she did her cardstock, because I didn't have any file folders handy to cut up to make it the way Kat did, and Perfectly Imperfect Crafts. And I think they turned out pretty good. And then I just designed all the rest of it myself, as far as what pockets and belly bands and all that to use. Once you get the basics down, you can do it however you want to. Right, that's the back. There's the fronts. All right, please go visit all the other collab members. Show them some love. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And we will see you soon with more collaborations. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.